Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the
Hello, this is Milton.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the broadcast. Excuse me, I couldn't hear myself for a second. Pull my mic up. It is a almost warm day here. If not, I've already started breaking a small sweat here, Mr. Bowles. So it's a little bit different than the previous few nights of baseball that we've had here in Kings Mountain. Welcome everybody to Kings Mountain High School. I'm Kevin Hastings along with head coach Gene Bowles on KTC Broadcasting. .com. I got to turn off, let's see, this one. And so today we've got Game 4 of the Yetis Intra-Squad World Series. We've got the blue team is the home team today. Dawson blue and Greisman black will be the away team today in the black and gray pants. Of course, the blue team, of course, in the white pants. Umpires today, for the folks around here, very familiar with with the umpires today. Mr. Tom Senafani behind the plate, and Richard How Do You Do will be on the out in the field today. Both of them pretty good umpires. I know them both. Both of them have broadcast. Richard has broadcast with the station quite a bit in the past. Cherville Post 100 baseball, and of course he's coached and taught around the area. So everybody knows these two guys. Should be a good called game. Hopefully Gene won't have to storm down off the press box, go down two flights of stairs, run 100 yards, and then yell at Tom. So we should be good. Hold on, Gene. Let me turn you up. I had you down while you was writing.
All right, can you hear me now?
Which one did you pick up? You picked up 3. That's okay. Go ahead.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, so Game 4 of the Yeti World Series. So we'll go through the defense for Team Dawson. So we have Kyle Flynn on the bump. His battery mate's going to be Patrick Hogan. Playing first base is going to be Chris Deverano. Playing second base is Derek Ortiz. At third base is Logan Rose. At shortstop is Logan Brock playing shortstop. Left field is Mason Dugas. In center field is Kyrus Dawson. And in right field is Giuliani Pereira. The lineup for Team Greisman, the away team today, is Michael Green playing center field. Caleb Adair at second base. Jack McKinney in right. Greg Johnson, the hot stick, at DH in the cleanup spot. Blake Decker hitting 5 at third base at the hot corner. Betting 6, Zachary Wilson behind the dish for Team Greisman. Dawson LeBeau playing shortstop for Team Greisman, hitting the 7th spot. Ricky Dees hitting 8th at first base. And Seth Jones playing left field with Hunter Shue on the bump for Team Greisman. First pitch by Kyle Flynn is high, ball 1 to Michael Green from Crest High School.
Michael gave me a shout out when I walked by earlier for KTC. So here's the lefty. We pop it up down the outside. I don't have my action camera. I need a cameraman there, Gene.
And then Giuliani Pereira with the fly ball out to right field catch. Hey Ryan, need a camera guy. No, not you. Get somebody.
Gotta love it, Coach. Well, that's 1 out away, so that brings up
Caleb Adair hitting 2-hole, playing second base for Team Greisman today. Pitch coming in from Kyle Flynn. There's a ball high. Count 1-0.
Adair, so far, done well. Batting in the 2-hole today for the black team. Against the lefty, outside on the corner. Senafani says that's a strike. Top 1, Yeti World Series Game 4 had some fireworks last night, home runs leaving the park. There's a foul ball straight back.
Yeah, big shout out to the coaching staff, the assistant coaches, and all the players who helped out getting the field ready. The field was a little wet this morning when we got here, and players stepped up and got the field ready starting at 10:30. So if they weren't able to do that, we would not be playing here at 1 o'clock today. Kyle Flynn with the pitch. And ground ball to the right side to Derek Ortiz. So we have 4-3, 2 outs.
Ortiz, nice little, comes in, catches the hop, nice little throw to first, and that'll be 2 down here at the top of the first inning. And for Greisman, that will bring up, Coach.
That's going to be Jack McKinney from Chase High School, the farm, local product up to the dish. A 3-sport athlete in high school, going back to just playing one sport in baseball here in college. So See what Jack does in the 3-hole today playing right field for Team Greisman. Takes ball low for 1-0 to start his at-bat.
So McKinney didn't start last night, came in the game into left field.
Yep, so he was defensive replacement in left field last night in the 6th inning. A little windy up here now.
Yeah, up on the roof.
You got your Kings Mountain hat on?
Yeah, I do. I got a good deal down here when they were selling them at the football games.
2-0 count to Jack McKinney.
Got a great deal on a mini helmet down here one time. They were from 2 years before, and I got it for $10.
Swing and a miss by Jack McKinney, 2-1.
And Kings Mountain changes their helmets every year.
Every year they change their helmets?
Every year.
They don't just keep the Mountaineer on their helmet? They got like a KM?
The KM, it changes every year. The combination between white helmet, yellow, and black, it rotates, and then the logos rotate.
Foul ball is going to bring it to 2-2.
So it's hard. We just got one in the studio, and that's all. I'm not changing helmets every year in the studio.
What about the other schools in Cleveland County? They pretty much keep
Shelby never changes. Burns changes every few years depending on who the coach has been.
Blue's a little different. Like sometimes they got that dark blue, then a light blue.
Well, they got both. Up, call.
Ends up backwards
strike
K
three.
to
Yep.
Jack McKinney. So that's going to retire. That's going to retire the side there. Kyle Flynn, 3 up, 3 down. In your top of the first, Coach Greisman's team, nothing. Team Dawson coming to the plate with Brock, Ortiz, and Dawson. This is Coach Bowles with KTC Broadcast.
All right, welcome back to Kings Mountain High School. I'm Kevin Hastings along with Coach Gene Bowles of the Cleveland Community College Yetis. It is the bottom of the first inning for the blue team. And, Coach, we've got Brock, Ortiz, and Dawson. Is that correct?
Yep, so we got Logan Brock leading off playing shortstop for Team Dawson. Hunter Shue from East Rutherford High School on the bump today for Team Greisman.
There's the first pitch. Ground ball. Third base, or to first.
5-3, Blake Decker.
Out number 1. Now, I did tell Tom, Gene, before the game that, you know, if he wants to tell his wife his backside will be on YouTube for 2 hours today if she wants to tune in. With our pitcher cam, that's the only downside is just the straight back of the umpire.
It's all right.
Maybe that's why they don't use that view in Major League Baseball, and instead they do it from center field.
And we got Derek Ortiz up to bat playing second base today. Derek's been pretty much a vacuum over at second base for Team Dawson. Hitting it a 2-hole today. Is that first pitch ball?
I think so.
Ball in the dirt. So we got 2-0.
Tomorrow is Game 5, 2 o'clock. KTC Broadcasting here on the WHS channel. Folks, the reason we have to specify, we got 8 YouTube channels for KTC, 4 for the Cleveland County football teams, and then the other stations all have their own. There's another pitch. Looks like that one was outside and maybe up. Well, he just showed, looked like a 2-2 count. but I couldn't quite tell. He doesn't have his gloves on, like, so I should be able to pick it out. Well, we've got him zoomed in here.
And ball out.
So that's what I was trying to pick
Must
up.
be 3-1 there.
You're right. You're correct. It is now 3-1. I did see that
from.
from
A strike. So
Center
31 here on Derek Ortiz from Cape Coral, Florida.
Yeah.
All right. This will be full count here.
Strike 2.
Strike 2 on Derek Ortiz.
I guess we could have told him to make sure when he shows the score, the count to show us too. Or I could just look at him do it right here on the pitcher catcher camera. Pitch outside, ball 4. I asked him if he would wear a mic, if they'd let me mic him up, and he wouldn't do it. He was scared the players would cuss.
Oh.
And I was like, Tom, don't be scared. I said, this is a scrimmage game. You have a little fun. Backer calling strikes. It'd be interesting. Hear you back there. And he wouldn't do it for me.
And that walk's going to bring Derek Ortiz to first base and bring up Kyrus Dawson for Washington, D.C., the center fielder for Team Dawson.
We definitely know what the calls were then, G.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the card I should have played. Come on, Tom. I need to know what the calls are. I can't tell. We're so far away.
Hunter Shue checks Derek Ortiz with a throw over, not in time. Ricky D's playing first base for Team Greisman today. Ball up, first pitch to Kyrus Dawson is high.
Man on first with the Ortiz basic lead. Nothing threatening. Fastball, called strike.
So are we doing some call-ins today, Kevin? Is that what you said? Or last night? We're going to try to have some
No,
people.
that was for today's show.
Oh, that was
earlier.
for me.
That was
Okay.
You. No.
I think we're going to try to see if you think we can get one of the coaches to call in? If they call my phone, we can put it towards the mic?
I'm not sure. Ground ball to short, double play, got him.
Double play. Look at Ricky D's with the stretch over there.
Did you teach him that?
No.
No? All right. So that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the blue team after one inning complete. 6 up, 6 down. KTC Broadcasting will be back in just a few moments.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Gene, you like my Yeti yells right there?
I didn't even hear it. I'm going to have to hear it
Okay,
next time.
let me tell you what's funny about them next time when you listen to them is that, I'm looking up sounds and I'm looking up animal sounds, and the description of this sound was brontosaurus whale.
Nice.
Now, how do they know? So I figured that would be just as good enough for Bigfoot as anything.
They talked to Mr. Peeler. He knows.
Brontosaurus sound. This is Big Mike Johnson, right? I mean Greg Johnson.
Greg Johnson.
And he hits a hard ground ball to short. Ball gets in the dirt, and he gets to first. Can't keep him off the base pass, Gene.
Wait, he's 6 right there.
I want to call him Mike Johnson. That's Mike Huber. I got him mixed up with Greg
and they're
Johnson.
friends, so.
Okay.
So on the E6, that's Greg Johnson's going to reach, and that's going to bring up Blake Decker to the dish.
So E6. Now I've got that. You might want to go around. Yeah, that way. No, he's got to do the camera. I kind of got it tied up there. Can it reach?
Why don't
or
we
not?
just do it after the half inning?
Yeah, let me rewire that for in a second. Lefty throw over to first. Johnson's back in just fine. Now that brings up Decker, right?
Yep, Blake Decker. So Blake Decker, a Johns Creek product. So he came from Lord Lynn B. Wallace Community College in Alabama. That was his path to Yeti Nation.
Is that anywhere near Greenbow?
Greenbow, Alabama. Kyle Flynn on the bump for Team Dawson here, the Southpaw from Clearwater, Florida. Foul ball by Blake Decker. How many people we got tuning in? We got anybody from out of state right now?
I haven't looked at any comments or anything. No comments so far.
Pedro must hasn't woke up yet.
Got some watchers. Yeah, probably.
I think Pedro is the Colorado. He's actually from Oklahoma. But
Okay.
He's stationed out in the military base out in Colorado right now, doing some leadership stuff.
There's a drive. Deep center field. Going back and can't make the catch. Runners round second. We'll end up at second and third. And how are we going to rule that one, Coach?
So we're going to man, you hate to give it E8 there, but I really think he should have called that.
From this angle, it probably looks like. I bet if he was in the dugout, you'd think something different at that angle.
Maybe.
It's tough, isn't
we were
it?
right on top of him.
I mean, he was going basically crashing into the wall, and I don't know if that sun, it's been in and out there, but we're gonna go. You gonna go E8?
We'll give him a double.
We'll give him a double. Okay.
We'll hometown ruling today.
Double for Decker. That means Wilson with no outs got second and third.
So it looks like Patrick Hogan's going to come out and talk to Kyle Flynn. Kyle Flynn and Patrick Hogan.
KTC today, we've got Tar Heels and Duke Blue Devils football going on right now. I gotta have to check the score for everybody. You can tune in on KTCBroadcasting.com for you viewers. Tonight we've got Notre Dame and Clemson.
God's team.
On the radio. He's not talking about Tigers, folks. And then, of course, we've got Xfinity Racing today, high ball.
So, Indiana beat Michigan right now 17-7.
Yeah. Michigan was favored in that. We talked about that this morning.
Yep.
There's a
base hit to right field. That's going to score a run by Zach Wilson. And Pereira showing off the arm from right field. So RBI single for Zach Wilson from Burns.
So now you've got runners on the corners, no outs.
And that's
single from Wilson.
And that's going to bring up Louisiana's own Dawson LeBeau, the shortstop for Team Graceman.
Switch my headset around, folks. I'm sorry about the wind. I mean, it is ripping up here. It's ripping up here on top of the box.
See other scores. We got Texas up on West Virginia 10-7. Southern Cal's beating.
Runner goes.
And safe.
They got him.
No wins. Third base.
Yep. Got him out. Call by Richard Howell over at third base.
2-5 right there. So Decker is gone.
I put Johnson I had wrong score.
Yeah, Johnson scored.
Out was Decker. Wilson moves to second though.
Yep.
So first and third, Coach, of all the things to happen, you don't want that guy to get thrown. He just kind of picked off, and not at third and not attempting to score at home, right?
Correct. Now we just scored one run. You tried to, especially Gabe Ford and Team Graceman, try to close out the series today. So folks who are listening at home, no matter what, we will play five games in the series.
I mean, it's the wind's catching. The wind's catching everything.
We catch it regardless.
You've got the screen on yours. Mine's still catching, but when I turn mine down, you're still hearing yours too, so it doesn't really matter. Wind is whipping on top of the press box. Which way is it going out? We don't have a flag, do we?
Right there. It's going left to right from the football field to here. See the flags on top of the goalpost?
See, I learned on the golf course, guys, you turn until you feel the wind on both ears, and then that's the way you know. You do that hunting? Yeah. See, told you. Somebody up here would know what I'm talking about in a Yeti shirt.
Oh, man.
Now, have you guys that, coach, are you local? Okay.
He's Mooresville.
So there's a Yeti legend here in Cleveland County, in upper northern Cleveland County, and if you're going to get these boys hunting, I mean, my goodness, at least catch the Yeti for us so we could at least, get on the front page of the paper, Gene, maybe the internet.
If the Yetis catch a Yeti, that'd be fantastic.
Wouldn't it? Swing and a miss.
And that's going to be a strikeout on Dawson LeBeau.
So LeBeau goes down for the second out of the inning.
That's Kyle Flynn's second K of the day. It's going to bring up Ricky Dees from Pender County, North Carolina, High Trask High School, the first baseman for Team Greisman today.
So the lefty steps into the plate. We've got runner at second. That's Wilson from Burns. D's at the plate. Jones is the 9-hitter on deck. Score is still 0-0.
Nope, 1-0.
Nope, sorry,
Johnson
1-1, top of 1.
1-0.
My fault. I better change that before I get a mean comment or text.
You got 1-0 Team Greisman.
Yeah.
And Zach Wilson moving up to third on that wild pitch.
And then, of course, Andre misspelled Greisman last night. In his defense, Gene, the rule is I before E except after C.
Just not in Greisman,
But
baby.
not in Is that the end of the saying that nobody ever says?
That's right.
Okay.
I know Pedro made a comment on Twitter about it. Hey, now Andre knows.
Ah, well. He's down right down there.
And Andre's here.
Talking about the spelling, Greisman. I said I before E except after C, right?
Only except for Coach Greisman.
There's a pop-up towards left field.
See if Mason Duke's going to take track on it, and Logan Rose, it's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, folks, you can follow along on Twitter. Andre Bush is here, our resident social media man, and taking some pictures and tweeting out the scores. Follow on KTC Broadcasting and some links as well. WOHS is the channel. Look us up on YouTube. Type in WOHS 1390. It's probably the quickest way to find that channel. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. Pitch foul.
Man, we see Zach Wilson coming down the line.
Awful, yeah. Quite a bit there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the lefty on the mound. So he can't really see him, and he did go from the windup. Did he go from the windup there or not? Yeah, he is.
I know they're trying to scratch across another run here in the second inning. 1-0 Team Greisman.
Breaking ball, lefty on lefty. How about a great job by your catcher there, Coach?
Oh, Patrick Hogan from Houston, Texas. Good job right there.
He saved a run there, folks. If it gets by you, I mean, it can bounce around hard back there and surprise you and end up back near the plate and get an out, but it gets a little wicked back there at this place. Here's the pitch in the dirt.
Oh.
There it goes, and that one's back to the backstop and no chance to get the out there, and another run scores.
It's going to be 2-0 Team Greisman. So Team Greisman up in this series 2-1. Game 1 was Team Dawson taking a 10-9 victory. Game 2 Wednesday night, all of Team Greisman 13-1. Only run support for Team Dawson coming from the bat of Logan Rose, home run by Logan Rose. Last night, Thriller 6-5, Team Greisman win. Kyle Flynn to pitch. And foul ball back to the backstop by Ricky Dees.
Guess I need to apologize to your catcher for jinxing him.
Yeah, that's the broadcaster jinx right there.
Good stop, kid. Then very next pitch. Oh, that looked like it might have caught the plate. Was it that low? That was a high bounce. That's usually when you get one that high, it's off the plate or something like that.
Kevin, if you can see that far,
You not see, Coach?
We need to have you umpiring too.
Should have brought you some binoculars.
No doubt.
There's a pitch outside ball, and runner will go to first with 2 outs.
And this is going to bring up Seth Jones from the Woodward Academy in Georgia. So Seth Jones, Georgia product, coming to the dish.
Well, I had LASIK, so I should be able to see. So runner at first, 2-0. Greisman black up over Dawson blue.
Ball out to Seth Jones, 1-0. So everybody who's listening out there, so this is going to be the last time you're going to have your Yetis in action. So you can come out catch the rest of the game live here at Kings Mountain, or come out tomorrow at 2:00 Kings Mountain. Pitch from Kyle Flynn, swing and a miss by Seth Jones. So after the Yeti World Series, the Yetis will have their individual meetings for the fall, and then we'll go into small groups. And basically what small groups are, we'll go positional positional training for the rest of the fall.
Pitch from the lefty. Popped up.
Looks
Out
like
of
that's going
play.
to get out of play. Chris Deverano taking charge, out of play.
There's a Yeti fan in a Yeti shirt. That
Yeah.
ball just keeps rolling away from him.
It's good to see some of the fans in Yeti gear already. Got the Yeti team store. If anybody's out there listening, YetisCCC.com for all your Yeti merchandise.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit about on the store this morning.
Yeah, when I was talking,
I
you
was showing
were
it.
rolling through it. That was awesome.
I want that Yeti green shirt.
Let's talk about Terry calling me out. How about that?
What Terry said?
Asking me if I've been tossed. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what an umpire would ask. If you've kept your cool yet.
It's a little easy being, all the way up here in the Eagles' nest. Oh, Patrick Hogan, third down, try to back pick Ricky D's at first. Ricky gets in.
Umpire said he got his hand in, so safe at first.
Good idea by Patrick Hogan trying to get this inning closed.
There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three to end the inning. After 1.5, top two, it's 2-0 Greisman Black over Dawson Blue. We'll be back in just a few moments on KTCBroadcasting.com. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings along with Coach Gene Bowles. And we got a special guest here for the bottom of the second inning. Mike Huber comes up to the plate with Rose on deck and Pereira in the hole, Coach.
Facing Hunter Shue from East Rutherford. Ball high to Mike Huber. Our special guest is Davis Turner, Mooresville High, transfer from Lenore Ryan. Davis Turner, introduce yourself to the people at home listening.
How y'all doing? My name is Davis Turner. I am a sophomore in the classroom, freshman on the field. I came from Lenore Ryan University, a D2 in Hickory, North Carolina, and I graduated high school from Mooresville in Mooresville, North Carolina.
So Mooresville, so the people at home have already heard me. So you were part of that 2019 state title team. What was that like being a part of that team?
It was an experience. I came from
Fly ball out to right field, Jack McKinney taking chase, and Jack McKinney comes up with it one away for Team Greisman.
I actually transferred my senior year. I went to South Idaho High School for my freshman through junior year of high school, and decided to transfer after I moved to Mooresville High School. And I knew a lot of the guys there from playing showcase ball and other previous summer ball teams. And when we got there, it was just kind of like a brotherhood that had already been gelled together. Like, it was just every game was fun. It was fun to play baseball.
Logan Rose at the dish, first pitch, strike swinging. So with your transition, like you said, you came from Lenore Ryan. What was that like transferring to a junior college, coming to your second year in college, pitch from Hunter Shue?
I thought it was going to be a little bit harder than it was.
Foul ball by Logan Rose down the line.
I was blessed to, get some roommates that I thoroughly enjoy being around. One of them I've known for a long time, Chase Williams, and then Tico Pereira and Daniel Barora. I had never met them until the first day we moved in, but
Swinging a dirt by Logan Rose. That's going to bring up the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up your roommate, Giuliani Pereira, better known as Tico.
yeah, Tico and Johnny have become my boys.
It sounds like you have a little bit of Latin every time you say Baroa now. So you got the dialect down. So it sounds like you're from Miami.
Are you starting to roll your R's?
Yeah, I've been working on my Spanish a little bit. It's funny to mess with them.
So what's it like being a kid from Mooresville and having two guys from Miami rooming with you and becoming more ground ball to the left side to Blake Decker, 5'3". So we're gonna come back with Davis Turner after this quick break. This is Coach Bowles, and we're on KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
All right. Welcome back to that's the middle school field. That's the softballs over there, right?
High school softball field.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Kevin Hastings along with Coach Gene Bowles, and we've got, you said, Davis Turner here.
Davis Turner
from
Yes, sir.
Mooresville. Now, Davis, did you play any other sports at Mooresville? Did you play football?
I did not.
I was wondering if you was on one of the vaunted Blue Devils football teams.
No, I would have been in the stands.
So you cheered hard for the football.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now you weren't one of those acting like a fools in the stands and painting your chest, were you in there?
No, I never did anything
Okay,
that crazy,
I just wanna
but I did stick with the themes and stuff.
All right, well, welcome to the broadcast, Davis, in the top of the football press box. Kings Mountain Mountaineers here just added their AstroTurf last year, and we're glad to have you out here at Cleveland Community College. And we've got coming up, it looks like,
It's Michael
is this Green?
So we're back to the top of the order here in the top of the third for Team Graceman. So get back to Davis. You were talking about your roommate. So what's that like living with two guys from Miami now that you never met, and you guys have gelled pretty quick and become brothers?
It's fun. We always keep it interesting. There's never a dull moment with Johnny and Tico, but I think that's what makes it so much fun.
There's a
Look, base hit to center field
Yep.
to start the inning for Michael Green.
Is Riley here today? I
Riley
don't see
is
him in the
here.
lineup.
He's not in the lineup today, but he is here. So that could be something that Coach Greisman's holding in his back pocket for later in the game. So, Davis, talk about kind of your path to get here. So we know you were a Mooresville state champion. You went to Lenore Ryan. How'd you end up in Yeti Nation?
Well, I was at Lenore Ryan University last year, and it would just happen that
Another base hit, almost identical spot. Caleb Adair going right in front of Kyrus Dawson. And Kyrus throws in to Derek Ortiz playing second, holding the bag. And they say Derek Ortiz has the tag on Michael Green. That looks like Michael got back, but they're going to call him out there.
I was working on the shot, so I didn't quite see it to make a call on that. Fellas, what do y'all think?
I thought he was out, but team bias.
Team bias.
Gotta be honest.
Whoops, asked the wrong person.
And that's gonna bring up Jack McKinney.
Yeah, it's true too.
Jack McKinney 0 for 1 today after the backwards K. So Davis, talk about a little bit your what got you here after Lenore Ryan.
Well, I mean, with goodness gracious,
Base hit. Y'all are getting base hit to death. So base hit to Tico Pereira in right field by Jack McKinney.
But yeah, no, I just with COVID and everything going on, everybody was reclassing pretty much. So all the seniors had an extra year. There was a couple guys in front of me, and I just figured that I might give it another shot, try to figure out somewhere that was a little bit better of a fit for me. And, I was weighing my options and got to talk to Coach Bowles, and, here we are.
It was my good looks and charms. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. So now you're here at Yeti Nation. So what's it been like being here, second year in college, but going to a JuCo? So like you said, it's a little easier what you thought it would be. You kind of thrusting yourself into a leadership role, just being one of the older guys on the team. What's that like, having a team full of freshmen?
It's fun because I get to I like helping guys. Like I like, preaching some of my experience that I've got from my 1 year. And I like helping these guys out. Like I want them to be the best they can be. And as much as like Greg, for example, who's up at the plate right now, as much as it pains me to watch him hit 2 homers, I love it because I love to watch my brothers succeed, whether or not, we're playing on different teams in the World Series. But I like helping these guys out. I like being here. It's a fun atmosphere. It's a lot more fun than, my experiences at LR, but, I'm just happy to be here.
And pitch coming into Greg Johnson. Ball low. He's going to swing and miss with that one. Yeah, so Greg Johnson coming to the dish from Buford, Georgia. So talk about some of the guys that, not just Janiel and Tico, but talk about some of the other guys from out of state that.
Well, Coach, the more homers he hits, it looks like the bigger his chains get down there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was wondering about that.
No, Greg Johnson, actually, he's me and Greg have become really, really good friends, too. We go lift weights together, on off days, and we go hit together almost every single night. And
shout out to Coach Emery at Shelby High School.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Coach Emery.
Coach Emery's a good guy.
But I think some other guys, Mike Huber and Aiden Roberson, a bunch of guys, and even some of the local boys like, Michael Green, Jack McKinney, Dub, Bailey, Riley. All those guys.
Ground ball to the left side. Logan Rose, 5.
Try to double him up. Got him.
Double play. So, Davis Turner, we appreciate having you on. I know it's exactly what you want to see right there with double play ball.
Sir.
And it brings your boys to the bed.
Anytime you get Johnson out as hot as he's been, you got to chill on that. And he got 2 outs out of it.
I know.
He beat a double play out last night. But thanks for stopping by, and good luck.
Thank you all.
Good luck in the 21 season. That's Davis Turner, everybody. And this is Coach Gene Bowles with KTC Broadcasting.
I got to turn myself up. Welcome back to Kings Mountain High School. Kevin Hastings along with me, Gene Bowles, the Cleveland Community College Yetis. Coach, we've got a good game going on here, Coach. We are now in the bottom of the third. It's 2-0, black team.
Yeah, we're going to bring up Patrick Hogan from Houston, Texas, from the Lone Star State. So Patrick Hogan swinging the 7th hole here. So he's facing Hunter Shue.
There we go.
Had a little bit of buzz right there.
Yeah, it was coming from the computer. I was like, I know I can turn that off somewhere. It's so we can hear the commercials. And I got a little bit. Folks at home couldn't hear it, but we could
we
in our
could.
ears. Yeah. Coach, I want to say hello to some of the folks online, if you got a minute. How about the LeBeaus from Louisiana?
Oh, yeah.
Megan Wallace from Waxhaw, North Carolina. It looks like Scott Hoke, Florida.
Austin's dad, nice.
Kristen Roof. It doesn't say where she's from, but hello,
Lexington,
Kristen.
South Carolina. It's Nate's mom.
Okay, so Coach Ball's hello to all you guys watching. They were talking about they want some lady shirts on the team.
We got to get some lady shirts. Oh, we'll have to add that this
store.
week. So
Yeah.
I'll tell Madison, the girl who does our team store, to get on that. Ball high to Patrick
Need
Hogan.
some ladies cut shirts.
Ladies cut shirts. Okay.
They don't have the beer bellies we do, Coach.
Speak for yourself. I have this beautiful girlish figure. Hunter Shue looking in. Steps off the rubber.
So black team from Greisman black team up on Dawson Blue 2-0. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning of Game 4. The black team Greisman is up to bat right now, or leading. I'm sorry.
So it looks like we have a guest coming in. So take a little test real quick. Test. Can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah.
All right. So our guest is the Big Stick Greg Johnson coming up here. And
Greg, I've been the 4th game I've done for you guys, and so far I just have to tell you you're batting terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Yes.
You're the number 1 guy on my cut list. I've told Coach here, I don't see how your team could just use this guy at all. But no, I'm just playing. Johnson's has ripped the ball to these past few days. I don't know if you're in a groove or if you're just that good, Bubby. If I tell everybody if I was that good, if I was you, I got a double here. You could reach base 3 times in the first one, reach base twice, 2 bombs. Every time you swing the bat, to me, you have impressed me. What is your thoughts as you go to the plate? What are you looking for? Are you sitting fastball? Are you sitting inside, outside? Or are you? What's your strategy to go up when you go up to the plate and face these guys in this World Series?
I'm just looking fast, looking for my pitch, which inside fastball. It's been this series, just trying to get my barrel out there and catch it out in front and do some damage with every swing.
Well, you have, and I was just thinking about that. I wonder, you come up, and the pitchers don't like guys hitting the ball as hard as you do off of them, obviously. And I wonder how they try to adjust to you. Do the pitchers try to stay away and off speed, or how do you think they're trying to get you out?
Well, I know just because Dawson is our hitting coach. He's the coach of his team.
Okay.
And he obviously knows my swing very well. So he knows my biggest weakness is the changeup.
Okay.
And I've seen a healthy dose of those, but I'm also expecting it because I know that's what they have on me, because they have hitting charts for their catchers to show what they want to throw. And so I'm expecting the changeup, and whenever I'm getting that, I'm just trying to foul that off and get my pitch.
So
Go ahead, Coach.
Coming to the dish right now is Chris Deverano from Coral Springs, Florida. This is first at bat in the Yeti World Series. Pop up to the left side. I think third baseman is camping underneath it. That's looks like that's Blake Decker. 1 out.
What did Hoban do? I'm sorry, I didn't say it while folks were watching.
Yep, so Patrick Hogan from Houston, Texas walked. That's going to bring up Mason Dugas, a firefighter, playing left field today and hitting your 9 hole for Team Dawson. So, Greg, kind of, tell us, I know, the fans at home know that you're originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, found your way down to Beaufort, Georgia. Kind of tell about the recruiting to get you to Yeti Nation, pitched by Hunter Shue. Up and in to Mason Dugas.
Yeah, so when I moved down to Georgia, it really opened up a lot more opportunities for me. And one of my longtime travel coaches from when I was younger actually got hired as the director of baseball operations over at Gardner Webb. And he basically sent, it was either Coach Hyde or you, Coach Bowles, a text saying, just setting everything up. And like that day I was on a visit, and the rest is history. I'm here now.
There we go. Fielder's choice by Mason Dugas to Caleb Adair. Caleb Adair tags out Patrick Hogan for the second out. Yeah, I mean, that's, getting texts like that, just, be able to network with different coaches that we see along the way and get these friendships. This is how guys end up in programs like you coming from Georgia, ground ball to the left side.
And short bobbles it.
That's going to be an E6.
Yep.
Logan Brock's going to fight his way on.
Chopper to short. I guess he just took his eyes off the coach because that's an easy chopper to play to make.
I think with 2 outs, he was looking to flip it to Caleb Adair.
That's a good point, right?
And then, last second one to throw it across the diamond. So kind of in between right there. So Greg, just in case we end this inning pretty quickly, we're going to keep you on for the next half inning, just so we can touch base with you a little bit more. Ball out to Derek Ortiz. So far, you're one of the out-of-state kids that are here. We're about 50-50 in-state, out-of-state. What's it like being here in Cleveland County?
It's definitely a culture shock. Growing up, I lived in the city, and then when I moved down to Georgia, it was a little bit more suburbs and rural. And then when I got here, it was really like, okay, drive 10 minutes, and you got farms with farmland, farm animals, and all that stuff. It's just a lot different.
So if you were speaking to any recruits, down in Georgia, or even some of the friends that you have up in Pennsylvania, what would you tell them about this area? Like, what's it like with the community? What's it like, just playing here in general for your first semester here in Cleveland County? Yeah, so everyone really in the community is all for Yeti baseball, and they want us to succeed. And honestly, they'll do whatever it takes, even if they're not even a direct part of the program. They'll go out of their way to help you, and they back everyone in the program. And that's a good point. So, I mean, the community, we've heard a lot of, some of your teammates have just said the extension of family, the feeling of family here in Cleveland County is just, it's unreal. Ball to Derek Ortiz.
Question for you. You said you came from a bigger city and then kind of suburbs and everything. So, a lot of kids that are from the bigger cities and from more metropolitan areas, that they're like, well, what are you going to do, or what am I going to do? And in all reality, is there anything in Shoei that you can't get to eat?
It's just about anything.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything? Yeah. So like you can go to these communities and we still got all the same food, all the same everything. It's just that there's not tall buildings and 1,000 cars.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is easier to get around, more relaxed, and driving around. And welcome you to Cleveland County. And what all positions and what all have you done? Growing up and coming here to Cleveland County.
Yeah, so I played first base most of my life.
Big drive
out to Michael Green in center field.
Yeah, attaboy.
And Green's got a warning track. So we'll be back with Greg
Was
Johnson.
that Ortiz, right?
Yep, that was Ortiz with the F8. So we'll be back with Greg Johnson after this quick break from KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel Sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
That would
welcome. Sorry about that. Welcome
I was
back
going
to
to say that would be my guy. That would
He Omar comments on a lot of our stuff and follows our stuff, and he works really hard. these Cleveland County kids. And in a lot of it is a community. We're talking here with Greg Johnson here, and welcome him to the small town, to asking him about coming from a bigger city, like what it's like as far as food wise and things to do. Now, things to do, with Corona. Sorry, welcome to concentrate on your baseball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's what you're here for anyway.
And to go to school.
No, sorry. Yeah, obviously, it did not mean to not mean that.
Mom might be listening, so just in case.
Well, he's sitting here with his math book between innings,
Yeah.
Mom. I mean, I'm just you can't say too much about that, right?
I actually am not in a math class right now.
So you can't dry snitch on yourself, Greg.
Nah, she knows that. I got a second semester.
What are you working on in school?
I'm studying to be a high school teacher.
Okay.
And I want to eventually
Swing
open
and
my
a
own
miss
gym.
by Derek Ortiz.
Eventually do what?
I'm sorry,
Open my
by
own
Blake
gym.
Decker.
Got you. So Decker with a strikeout. We're on the top of the 4. That brings up Mr. Wilson.
So you said you want to teach and you want to open up your own gym?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Do you want to coach as well?
Yeah, definitely coach. That's definitely gonna be a big part.
Now, have you went back and watched any of the replays yet of this stuff?
I never had to go back and actually look it up myself because all my family's watching it from back home, and I got about 4 people send me the same exact video.
Okay, I was wondering. Hey, I didn't know if they've told you to let you know that I have made a comment or two about you look like you have been to the gym a time or two. And we were talking about that gold chain. We can see it on the camera up here. I said, it gets bigger every home run you hit. They need to get you're going to look like Mr. T here in a little bit if you keep hitting more home runs.
Hopefully.
But no, you're fun to watch, man. It's good to see you up here. You just keep crushing that ball for Coach and keep doing those non-math classes. How about that?
Thank you.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I know you got more to talk with Greg. I just had a few questions with him. Good play out in the outfield.
Kyrus Dawson coming up with the big out in the outfield. So that's going to bring up Dawson LeBeau. So basically, last question, Greg. So if recruits or anybody's at home listening and never been to Cleveland County, what's been your experience kind of coming in, basically a freshman-heavy team this year? What's it been like with the new program? So if fans or even recruits are listening, what can you tell them kind of expectations coming into this program?
Yeah, so it's definitely a process, and like amidst all this like uncertainty with COVID and stuff, you just kind of embrace it, and you got to want to come here to work. If you don't want to come here to work, it's not going to be for you. You got to want to work and want it.
Yeah, and that's basically any program you go to. I mean, it's really big in the JuCo mindset because, and we told you as well as your teammates coming in, JuCo's a little different. I mean, you have more time to, do kind of what you want to do. But, if you're not disciplined, it's definitely going to show up. Kyle Flynn with the pitch. Ball up to Dawson LeBeau. So anybody on this team, I know Mike Huber, Aiden Roberson, I know you hang out with them. Anybody else that, Davis Turner said you guys hit a little bit. Anybody else on this team that you hang out with?
Yeah, Davis and I usually are every night we're hanging out doing something, whether it's hitting or lifting. And then John Yolantico hang out with a lot. And PK, Marquise Tavares.
Yeah, I saw you guys make that, what was it, were you in that car that made the Chipola run like a weekend ago or something with like Avery Bridges and a whole bunch of guys?
Yep.
Yeah, you guys let me in. We me and Coach Greisman, we appreciate you.
Have these Cleveland County boys fed you some barbecue yet around here?
No, actually. I'm going with my family tonight, though, to get some barbecue. I was told Bridges Barbecue was the place to go.
Which one are you going to?
Right.
Bridges?
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
There's a Red Bridges and an Alston Bridges.
And
the
we love them both.
Yeah, they're both good. It's just so in North Carolina, we have 3 different types of sauces.
Mm-hmm.
So actually maybe 4. We have mustard, vinegar based. Then there's a tomato based, and then of course a lot of people make their own. But that's pretty much the main basis of barbecue of flavor. And so. Each one has different ones. Some of them actually also have thicker, like kind of a ketchup-y thickness, and others are more runny, like a A1 A1 sauce type thing. So a lot of different choices. The Red Bridges, if you go there, are probably more sweeter type. And then there's 2 different slaws. There's a white slaw and a barbecue slaw. The barbecue slaw's got some of the barbecue stuff and vinegar already mixed in it. So if you see the yellow slaw, that's what that is. It's a little tangy. And then the white slaw, you can get white slaw as well. So
Oh, that's
A lot of different choices in North Carolina. It's not just like, hey, I want Memphis barbecue or I want St. Louis barbecue, and it's kind of one flavor type thing. There's a lot of different
Some good variety.
type choices as well. And if you're not big into pork, some people aren't. The barbecue chicken is fantastic as well. The pulled
chicken's
chicken.
my favorite food.
Well,
so
there
I'll
you go.
probably
Get you some barbecue pulled chicken. You'll love it. I promise.
Can't wait, honestly.
I'm thinking about telling I have to text my wife here. Let me know. Hey, you. What are we doing for dinner?
What are you doing for dinner?
What time are you picking up barbecue? That should be the text, right?
So at first base, we have Noah Sigmund
Yep.
pitch running right now.
For LeBeau, right?
Correct. And swing and a miss by Ricky Dees.
And LeBeau reached on.
Walk.
Sorry, I looked down when he started running to first. I thought that was. Dees is up. Jones next, and then Green. I want to thank everybody for watching. Of course, as always, KTC Broadcasting. We've got sports on the radio tonight. Notre Dame, Clemson. You got a pick in that game?
Notre Dame all the way.
You're going to stay around just because of that
Johnson
pick right
says
there.
Notre Dame all the way. Duke and Carolina were playing earlier today on KTC. I don't know if they should still be playing. Yeah, they played at 12 o'clock. Should be in the second half of that game.
Who was your pick, Kevin?
For which one?
For the Carolina game.
Well, considering that Carolina's best defender should be Duke's quarterback, if you know anything about that, I'm not sure. I'm as an App State alum, we've already beat Carolina last year, so we haven't got a chance at Duke. So I'm going to pull for the Blue Devils on this one.
I like that.
Noah Sigmund off to the races. Foul ball by Ricky Dees.
I was there last year when App beat Carolina, and walking through the streets of Chapel Hill, Gene, I've never heard it so quiet. It was so peaceful, and I just got my black shirt on, and they knew what was up. It was. I swear, it was like Michael Jordan died. I mean, it was walking dead around their funeral because they were all pumped up. Them in their Mac Brown shirts, thinking they're going to win something.
That was a fantastic feeling for you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Anytime Carolina loses, a good day.
Oh, okay. Is that who do you pull for?
I'm a Duke fan of basketball.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So where are you from originally?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I have family actually that lives right outside of
Pop up in the
Cameron.
infield. Steelers fans?
Huge Steelers fan.
They got a good year. I picked them to win it before the season. All right, pop up to the infield. Good talking to you. Go down and hit me another home run. How about that?
Yes,
all right,
sir.
thank you, buddy. Good to meet you. All right, Coach, we'll be back in a minute. Yetis for more Yetis baseball. Headed to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 2-0. Gryson Black over Dawson Blue.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
All right, welcome back to KTC Broadcasting, Yeti Baseball, Game 4 of the Yeti World Series. We have Hunter Schust on the mound for Team Greisman facing Kyrus Dawson, take a called strike. So if you guys missed it at the break, we were just talking about App State football when they win big and take the goalpost down.
Yeah, we act like fools in Boone. I might have a Mountaineer graduate. Fly ball to right field. McKinney's got a chance to make a play, dives, and doesn't quite come up with it. Sorry, folks, we can't even get close to that corner with the shot, really. No, I don't know if Jack got his arm caught on the dive or what. It was not graceful is what it was.
Hey, Jack, you okay, buddy?
He can't breathe, he said. He can't breathe.
Jack says, I can't breathe. Man, he hit the ground hard.
Well, he needs to tug his tutu in because there was no grace in that, Coach.
Oh, man, he hit the ground hard on that.
That was a good attempt. I mean, he tried. He got a little trippy over there. I mean, so close to making a great play. Swing and miss in the dirt, strike through, no, foul ball.
I felt like you. I thought it was strike 3.
Umpire called foul ball.
I saw the hands go up.
Tommy called foul.
0-2.
I still ain't yelled at the umpire yet today.
He's done a good job behind the dish. Let's not try to jinx him.
I told him I was going to badger him at some point. Here's the pitch.
Ooh, ball out.
Outside. So this is Logan batting, right? Am I on the right side now?
Yep, this is Kyrus Dawson. Dawson hitting for Dawson.
I am not on the right side.
Strikeout.
Brock Ortiz Dawson.
Yep.
I wrote Logan for some reason.
His name's Logan Brock, the leadoff guy.
So strikeout for Dawson, right?
Yep.
And that means Mike Huber's up.
Mike Huber is up 0 for 1 on the day with a fly ball out to right field.
I want to say hello to get this. I can't even believe it, Gene. Greg. Hi, Greg. Grandma says, yeah, Yetis. She's from in Ann Arbor.
She's in Ann Arbor.
We were talking about the Mountaineers beating the Wolverines. App State. I'm App State. Sorry, Nancy. I want to say hello to Fred Dees in Four Oaks, North Carolina.
So he's a Ricky D's fan. Ricky D's playing first base for Team Greisman. But that's awesome. Fantastic. So we got fans all over the place listening.
One of my best friends from high school and at Appalachian ended up doing his graduate school in biology up in Ann Arbor. He's a professor now in Atlanta at Emory University.
Oh, nice. Emory. Oh, base hit
Hard
to
hit
left
ball,
field.
yep.
It's going to get out to Seth Jones out left field. Mike Huber reaches safely. He's 1 for 2 on the day. It's going to bring up Logan Rose to the dish, 0 for 1 with a K.
Do we hit and run with Huber out there right now?
You got to do it, Stat. You're down 2-0 the fourth. We're getting close to those championship innings, Kevin.
I mean, you guys told me he's pretty athletic, runs 7.160. That's not bad at all.
I think you guys' feelings hurt last night when he got pitch ran for. I mean, he's like, Coach, I can run.
Base hit.
Another base hit to left field. So Logan Rose coming up with a base hit. That's going to put runners at first and second for Team Dawson vying the barrels here this afternoon.
Pereira, Hoban, Deverano coming up.
So that was Hunter Shue's first 2 hits allowed all ball games. So
no until now.
Yep, so he had given up 2 walks and he's given up 2 hits with two strikeouts so far on the day. Tico Pereira to the dish. Got a strike called on Tico Pereira. So we actually have our softball coach is listening to us. I think he's down at Fort Mill, South Carolina. Might be in Charlotte. His daughter's playing beach volleyball today, out today. So wish her all the best playing beach volleyball in the tournament. Ball out to Tico Pereira, 1-1. So can't be with us here at the ballpark. You listen to us live on KTC Broadcast. We'd like to thank Kevin Hastings and the KTC Broadcast staff, including Andre, for coming out here these last couple days. Ball in the dirt.
Diana Herrera says, go Tico.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that's how she spelled it, so I guess that's how she wanted me to say it. So go Tico. Thank you for watching, Diana.
And Hunter Shue sets.
First and second.
And
Ball in the dirt.
And Tico's looking to get hot in this series. I mean, last night, not his best night at the dish. He's definitely looking to recover after last night's performance, looking to put a
2 Ks last night by memory.
2K, 3 Ks actually on a walk. So he's trying to get on base tonight with a base hit.
Yep. Tico's due.
He is due. I know he'd love to drive one out of this ballpark.
Oh.
Hunter Shoot checks the runner Mike Huber, who's a threat to steal third base over at second. And the Miami product up to dish. Ball in the dirt. That's going to load the bases for Team Dawson.
Yep. So bases juiced and Hoban's up.
And Patty Melt, Patrick Hogan to the plate.
I got it written in Hoban, not Hogan.
And we're going to see Coach Greisman making a mound visit with. Looks like we had a little bit of. We got a guy warming up the bullpen. What's that number out there? Is that number 70, Coach?
Ask your buddy beside.
It is. It's number 70, Austin Hawk from Palm Beach. So way of Southeastern Community College in the pen. So fans at home, that's not the Southeastern in North Carolina. That's the Southeastern in Iowa. So Florida product who went out to Iowa Junior College and made his way to North Carolina. We got the local high school kid, Joe Ruffalo, in the bullpen for Team Dawson warming up.
Now, does Joe ever swing the bat?
He did in high school.
He hit bombs in high school.
Yeah, that's what guys are telling me.
I'm telling you, he did. I remember doing games, and when he hit them, Coach, that like they were way gone. Like it wasn't like they weren't wall scrapers. Drive to left field, diving, balls on the ground.
No catch. Patrick Hogan with the base hit.
And Huber scores from second. It looks like they had men dead at third on a force. Even was it? Was that on a force?
That would have been a force if
Rose got caught in no man's land out there.
I think he thought that Seth caught the ball,
right,
and froze. But then with the throw to the plate by Seth Jones, was able to come into third base. So that's going to be one RBI single for Patrick Hogan. So
2-1 now, bottom 4.
That's going to bring up Chris Deverano looking to drive the ball here, barrel something up. So Chris, in his first at bat of the Yeti World Series, had to pop up to the third baseman. Deverano coming from Florida. So Deverano looking to make a splash from Coral Springs, Florida, Coral Springs High School. So looking to help Coach Dawson get on the jump ahead on Team Greisman. Called strike by our home plate umpire.
I'm still thinking about Coral and Corral. I should have thought Doe in Florida. It's probably referring to Coral.
I mean,
I was thinking
they're
the
just
Wild
corralling
West,
some cows.
2 R's. Down at the OK Corral with Wyatt Earp and the gang. Old Doc Holliday's getting drunk down there. Ball in the dirt. Space is juiced. Let's see if we get a.
Zach Wilson's doing some work behind the dish for Team Greisman. He's been the only catcher for Team Greisman this World Series. Team Dawson with the ability to switch up catchers, but Team Greisman sticking with Zach Wilson behind the dish. And it looks like another pop-up from Chris Deverano, catcher, pitcher, and third baseman come. Blake Decker sliding in front of the dugout.
Good play. Is that third baseman that made that?
That's third baseman. So that's the second pop-up
to third
by Chris Deverano. That's going to bring up Mason Dugas with 2 outs and the bases juice. So Team Dawson definitely looking to get a base hit here.
Now, I don't know, obviously that much about the players as you do, whether it's this kid or not. In this situation, are you taking a strike here or thinking about that with the top of the order on deck and bases juiced?
Yeah, I mean, and you got Hunter Shue, he's laboring a little bit. I mean, I want to get, if I can get to the bullpen, that's exactly what I want to do, Kevin. And Mason Dugas swinging.
And he's not
going to listen. I mean, that's fine. He's going to hit it past Michael Green. Looks like it's going to be a 2 RBI double, and the fireman coming up big.
Almost a grand salami. One hops the wall here in right center. The number 9 hitter gets a 2-run double. A 2-run RBI for Dugas, and that who cares about taking a pitch, Coach?
Who cares?
When you could rope one like that.
The fireman coming up big for Team Dawson. So our score is now 3-2. Team Dawson taking the lead. And this Yeti World Series is 2-1.
And they're down 2-1, right?
Correct.
So they got to win. Blue team's got to win today if they want to win the title.
And blue team's up right now in the fourth with that double.
This is leadoff hitter Brock.
This is our leadoff hitter Brock. So big time Mason Dugas. I mean, I guess he wants to get in on that MVP roll call too. You know, throwing somebody out at the dish. I mean, game one, he's going to be in the contention for that MVP along with Greg Johnson, Tyler James, and a couple others. Ball in the dirt.
Tomorrow on KTC, we'll have Carolina Panthers football at Kansas City. McCaffrey has been activated, and that changed the spread for you gamblers out there, you degenerates, from 14 to 10 and a half is what they are. 14 and a half,
called
10 and a half.
strike. What time is that game? Is it a 1 o'clock game tomorrow?
Yep.
So after you get tired of watching your Panthers, you could swing over to Kings Mountain High School and watch the last game of the Yeti World Series at 2 o'clock.
They need to come over here and watch the baseball live because you can't get into a –
Ooh!
And error by the first baseman is going to lead to 2 runs, right? Or did that hit the back?
Yeah, that's an E3 right there.
2 runs score for Dawson Blue.
You know, they've opened the lead up right here, so it is 5-2 here in the bottom of the fourth.
And Brock's out there by himself. So what they need to do, Gene, the fans, come out to the ball game, bring your phones with you, your earbuds, and what you do is you watch the ball game in person and listen to Carolina Panthers football on KTC broadcast.
That'd be awesome. You know what we should do is during the commercial breaks, I was thinking about this for tomorrow, we should have a way that we can send everybody to our 50-50 virtual raffle that we have going on right now so that fans can actually have an opportunity to join in on our 50-50 raffle. So it's up to $700 right now.
We'll find a link or picture or something maybe. There's a swing and a miss.
And I know some of our parents have a table going on right now for donations. So first-year program here in Cleveland County. So like I said, you know, not just monetary, but anything you guys can do definitely helps the program. Pitch coming in. Looks like a ball in to Derek Ortiz. So stuff like this, the broadcasting does not happen for free, folks at home. So
what's some of the biggest cost a team like this has? Gas or hotels or
uniforms. I mean, you're looking at. I mean, we just got done purchasing 2 uniforms. I mean, we'd love to get 3, but I mean, you're looking at well over $10,000 to outfit a whole team. Umpire calls. The baseballs are like white gold. I mean, they're $65 a dozen. So every time one of these balls gets stuck in no man's land, we're going to go chase them. So being a first-year program, some of the stuff that we just can't roll after ball. So I know Coach Dawson, myself, Coach Greisman, Coach Sherwood, you know, love to have the amenities like baseballs, being able to roll out on carts, just the overflow, stuff like that. But runner goes, ball 4, and Team Dawson has hit around.
Yep.
And we're going to bring up Kyrus Dawson to the dish as looks like we're going to the bullpen here. And Hunter Shoe's day is done.
What's your this cameraman here? What's his name?
Ryan Blake.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at Ryan in a minute. There he goes. He figured out what he needed to do.
Nice.
It show the new picture there. All right, folks, we'll take a quick break and do some stretching on our own and enjoy the weather here at the baseball field. We'll be back in a minute with a new picture on KTCBroadcasting.com.
_BSBL.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Kevin Hastings along with Coach Bowles.
And we're going to welcome in a new pitcher from the bullpen, Austin Hawk from Palm Beach, Florida, way of Southeastern Community College. So first pitch in the Kyrus Dawson is going to be a called strike. So Team Dawson has batted around. Hunter Shoe's day's over. Hunter Shoe finished the day with 2 Ks on the day. And like we were talking about, did not give up a hit till this inning. So three hitless innings, 3 scoreless innings for Hunter Shoe until the wheels started to rattle off a little bit. And now they're down 5-2 here in the top of the fourth.
You know, the wind,
bottom of the fourth.
The wind makes noise in our microphones, but when it's not blowing, that sun beats down on us a little bit, don't it, sitting up here?
You can't have it, you know.
I just can't be happy, Gene.
Can't be happy.
You can't please me. Well, that's Mr. Cinefani back here behind the dish, doing the umpiring.
He's done a good job. I mean, big props to him. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have umpires.
Well, one thing I can promise you, Gene, between these two fellas, there's a ground ball out to short, play to second, and for the third out.
All right, and Austin comes in, does a good job getting the ground ball at fielder's choice. Oh, baby, Austin.
And after 4 innings complete, folks, Dawson Blue Jays up 5-2 over the Grassman Black Sox. We'll be back in a minute. KTC Broadcasting. Now, Blackwoods and Kings Mountain actually has them. Lottaburger, not Whataburger. Lottaburger. Yeah, Lottaburger.
Oh.
It's a.
Are we back?
Yeah, it's on like a sub roll, and it's 2 big giant patties. And Cherryville specialized. There's like 7, 8 restaurants in Cherryville.
I've never been there.
It's called Lottaburger. Next time you come up on the, I tell you what, next time you come up on the podcast in the afternoon, I'll order you one. And then next thing you'll know is want to, find you a Lottaburger sponsor. But the guys, there is a place in Kings Mountain that does them too, called Blackwoods. Now what they do, now nobody in Cherryville has it, but the one in Kings Mountain, Gene, listen to this. You like cherry lemon sun drops?
Oh, I love it. Oh, real quick, guys. So we still have Kyle Flynn in the game to pitch, but we have a pinch hitter for Seth Jones. We have Jadiel Baroa pitch hitting for Team Greisman, looking to get some firepower. So, yeah, cherry lemon sun drop.
So they make them themselves.
Are you kidding me?
So they use regular sun drop, and then they put about 10 to 15 cherries in it, and then switch it up a little bit there for you. But real cherries, swing and a miss from Baroa on the pinch hit. That's going to bring up top of the order Michael Green. Yeah, real cherries.
So how far away is this place?
From here, 5 minutes.
Oh,
right down the street.
I think we got to make a trip out after this game.
Right down the street.
I mean, I love me some cherry lemon.
It's called Blackwoods here in Kings Mountain. And like I said, in Cherryville, there's about 7 or 8 of the little hometown restaurants that make the Lottaburgers. They're on sesame seed sub buns, basically, and it's basically. You want to call it a double cheeseburger because it's really 2 cheeseburgers is really what it is.
And if somebody's listening, they want to bring us, anything from Blackwoods, that'd be fantastic. Or Blackwoods is listening, that'd be awesome.
Drive to right field. Tico's under it. and makes the play.
And Tico makes the play. So that's going to be 2 outs. That's going to bring up Caleb Adair from Georgia, the second baseman. Single last at bat is 1 for 2 on the day.
Well, Coach, the blue team's doing their best to make Game 5
Oh, they're trying to
important.
make this a 5 game. I mean, yeah, we were going to play 5 regardless. And, you know, coming out of the box, Team Graceman said this is going to be 5-0. And, you know, this is a World Series. You know,
Want to say hello to some of our viewers tuning in now. Miranda Montana, she says go number 6. And then we've got Kristen Roof is back. She says, she's saying hello to Pedro. Pedro's back.
Pedro. So number 6 is actually Caleb Adair that's hitting right now. I'm sorry, number 6 is J.O. Baroa, so number 5 is Caleb Adair. So she's saying hi to J.O. Baroa, who just hit. Swing and a miss by Caleb Adair.
You're going to have to get Pedro a Yetis shirt customized that says vote for Pedro.
Oh, vote for Pedro. we were thinking about the things that we could do for Pedro.
Yeah, he needs a vote for Pedro Yeti shirt.
But Pedro with the Twitter sphere, our guys have followed Pedro, and he'll send a tweet out. You know, he's famous for sending a tweet out to Nate Roof or Bailey McGinnis after a good pitching performance. But yeah, we love having fans. Says he's been following Coach Graceman. He actually went to school with Coach Graceman's parents.
Okay.
So.
Well, Pedro didn't hear the spelling lesson earlier. Sorry, Andre won't apologize. He said I before E except after C unless it's Greisman. We'll be back in a minute. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at ktcbroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Them to be a sponsor.
Yep. Welcome back to the broadcast. Mike Huber steps to the plate for the Yetis, the blue team. Dawson Blue up 5-2 now, and I've done not kept up with my scoreboard. It's bottom 5.
Bottom of 5. Let's go bring up Mike Huber to face Austin Hawk from Palm Beach, Florida.
Called strike on the inside.
Yep, called strike.
Huber's hit the ball as he's been on base quite a lot this weekend, or this week. Today, just started the weekend, I guess. Beautiful day in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, folks. Can't describe how beautiful it is out here at the ballpark, and wonderful weather, and everybody's just having a good day. There's probably a lot of beverage drinking today going on around the area, Coach.
Yeah, I believe there probably is.
Tom, you were looking down. Tom walked out and said something to the pitcher just now, and I don't know what he told him. There's nobody on, so I don't know what Tom might have said to him. I don't know if you could text anybody that might know what just happened. That was kind of weird. I don't know if he disagreed with the call and Tom didn't like it or what, but or if, like you don't have to come set if nobody's on, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's why I didn't think so. Swing and a miss. Big swing from Huber. He tried to put one over the fence. Ain't got no bombs today yet.
Not
Had a bunch
yet.
yesterday.
Day's still young.
Still got a few more
We're in
innings.
the
Let's see if we can
championship
get
innings now.
a Yeti smash.
Oh,
Call
and a
strike
backwards
3.
K. So that's going to bring up Logan Rose. So Logan's dad says his nickname is Low Row. So we're going to try to see how we can do these interviews. We're going to try to see if we can call Coach Greisman. Coach, can you hear me?
What's up? Yeah, I saw some Yellow Jackets.
Coach, can you hear me?
Hello.
All right, we got Coach Greisman on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Can you hear him? Kevin, can you hear him okay?
A little bit.
All right, so Coach Greisman, tell us what's your plans to get your team back into this game?
Well, we just don't have the energy we did yesterday, and honestly, Kyle Flynn is pitching a hell of a game. So he's gotten stronger as the game's going. We just got to piece some at-bats together and get some runners in scoring position. But Austin's doing a great job coming in here in a hard situation and pitching his butt off right now.
Yeah, that was huge seeing Austin coming in and get that ground ball, but
Oh, yeah.
It sounds-
That was awesome. That was awesome.
it sounds like Kyle Flynn's going to come back for another inning. What's your thoughts about that?
Man, he's pitching good. Coach Dawson just told me he's at 75 pitches. I said 90 is his top. I wish I could have just said 77 because we wouldn't have to see him next inning because he's pitching really good.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, like being the end of the fall, this is going to be his last outing, and he'll be shut down until his throwing program starts up in December. But, Coach, just want to check in with you. Great job so far in the Yeti World Series, and good luck on the rest of the game.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
There's a drive deep left field, and McKinney's going to make the catch for out number 2 in the inning, bringing up Pereira, who is
That was pretty cool. Andre wanted to do that. We finally got one. Finally got an interview. We had to do a little different.
It worked out. So that's going to bring up Pereira, who scored in the last inning after walking.
Thank you. He walked last time.
5-2 on the scoreboard.
Ooh, that wind's picking up here at Kings Mountain a little bit.
Andre brought the wind with him when he came up here.
Austin's looking good right now on the bump. Would love to get this third out and get his team back to the dish.
Say hello to Jeremiah Harp, watching from Colorado.
Colorado in the house.
He said he's a friend of Pedro, so I guess he's just here to support
Yes.
Pedro, supporting the Yetis. I don't know how that works out.
Pedro's the man. Vote for Pedro. We need to get Pedro out here to see the Yetis.
Yeah.
Ground ball, foul ball by Tico. Got a quick 0-2 on Giuliani Pereira.
He hadn't really lined one up quite yet since we've been here.
I'm getting my tan today, Kevin.
Take some good hacks.
These Miami boys are going to be jealous of my tan I've got, Kevin.
Probably not.
Oh, speaking of it, look, it looks like he's going to get a base hit.
There we go, Tico.
So you need to just keep on talking to Tico praises, and then it'll happen.
I mean, he's taking some good swings, but I don't know if he's getting fooled on some pitches, chasing things that he shouldn't have, or what. But he'll be honest with you and tell us that he talked really well to us the other night about everything. And but yeah, that was a good hack right there, and that's going to bring up now Mr. Hogan, who got a single and an RBI in the last inning.
Yeah, Patty Melt. So Patty Melt, Patrick Hogan from Houston, Texas, coming to the dish. So Patrick definitely having a World Series where he is definitely took a beating behind the dish.
Give him massages while you back here. My neck's getting a little tight.
Come here.
he didn't want none of it.
What was that called? Is that like a ball? Did he call ball on that?
We'll find out in just a moment, maybe. I was looking at my computer screen along with the rest of the folks at home.
Olsen with the pitch.
Ball outside.
Out.
2-0. 2-0.
2-0. It's 2:31 here on the East Coast for everybody listening, not on the East Coast. So we got 5-2. We are in the bottom of the fifth in Game 4 of the Yeti World Series. Swing and a miss by Patrick Hogan. Out here at Kings Mountain, beautiful day for baseball. We cannot complain after some of our floor guys freeze in the last couple nights.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Gene. If I wasn't here with you, I'd be playing golf right now. It's such a good
what
day.
more can I?
Whether or not I'd be playing well or with a group, or I like to, we live over here near the country club. We're not members of that. I like to take my little boy and girl out there and play 9, and they like to drive the cart.
That's awesome.
And play in the sand traps more than anything.
How old are your kids?
One's about to turn 9, the other just turned 6, so 8 and 6 right now. Up ball 4.
Ball 4.
What was funny last time we went, sometimes on the courses they got little muddy, marshy areas that aren't really near a hole or anything. Where when you're letting your 9-year-old hit, he sometimes hits it in those, Gene. And he hit a ball down there, and I told him to go get it, and he wasn't quite watching where he went. And he pretty much quicksand himself in the swamp.
So we have a pinch hitter here, Maddox Seagraves from Georgia, from Athens Christian. It's going to come in for Chris Deverano at first base.
Runners at first and second. Blue team already have a lead, looking to pad the lead. And he's popped. Deverano had popped up twice to third, and he does get a chance to redeem himself. Dugas is on deck, pitch low.
Yeah, speaking about Mason Dugas, he's having himself one heck of a Yeti World Series. Find a way to get on.
Lefty at the plate. Runners at first and second. 2 down. Bottom 5. Here's the pitch. High ball.
And just for the fans that listen at home, so we put in place so that every guy who's eligible to play for this during this Yeti World Series. So both Coach Greisman and Coach Dawson have to configure their lineups and their rotations to where they're able to get everybody in a certain amount of times. So it's tough for them too. So it's the first time they're really trying to take their roster and make sure they within the 5 games get everybody in. So that's why I want you to understand sometimes in the lineup's a little different. Austin pitch, ball up. So that's me, ball 4, bases loaded. So Mason Dugas getting another shot with the bases loaded here. All right, Eddie, prediction as Coach Greisman comes to the mound. Little action in the bullpen. What do you think Mason Dugas is going to do?
Well, he's going to call in the relievers, so Dugas will get a new pitcher to face.
Who we got coming in?
I can't tell.
I can't tell either. We got it on the camera. Dylan, we got it on the camera. Who's coming in? Is this Moxley?
16.
This is Chris Moxley coming in from West Lincoln High School. I guess he's a Rebel. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir. Now, Chris hadn't always had long hair like that, right?
No, he's got the JuCo. Looks like the JuCo route look going on right now.
Is everybody growing their mullets? Is that what?
He's growing out a little bit. He's
growing
got it long.
Our long Randy Johnson, Tom Glavins. Okay. So I remember seeing him when he was in about 10th grade, and Chris did not have the hair coming out the back of the hat like that. But he's gonna.
He says it keps him warm in the tree stand. So.
Is that what it does?
Yeah.
Well, they sell toboggans.
Toboggans.
We talked about that this morning. I don't know if you heard that.
I might have to wear my toboggan.
Terry talking to some folks from up north that didn't
yeah.
know what a toboggan.
Well, he started talking about up north, and I was like,
sled,
Terry's going to start talking about me. Here it comes.
Yeah, folks, if you're not around here, we call, I guess, knitted caps or winter hats. We call them toboggans around here. That kid is having fun and flying around that. I almost want to go over there, Gene.
We'd love to get you on camera.
I wonder if I can get him way over there. This kid is just having a ball on his. It's electric. It's those one-wheeled skateboards, off-road skateboards, and he's just flying wherever he went. Might have went to the store.
He might have went to the store. Maybe he's going to Blackwoods. He's coming back.
That's too far away on that thing. That's a little bit too the other side of town. So Chris Moxley coming to the game. We'll be back in just a second. We're going to take a quick stretch break. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Chris Moxley on the mound with bases juiced, and Dugas up to the plate, the lefty. So righty pitcher on lefty batter, and here we go.
And Mason Dugas with the drive out the center field. Michael Green dives. He does not come up with it. That's going to bring in 2 runs on the 2 RBI single by Mason Dugas.
He's got 4 RBIs out of the 9-hole.
Mason Dugas making a statement here today. Why not for the Firemen? Why not?
Yep. 4 RBI in the 9 spot and makes it 7-2 on the scoreboard here on the What's Up Shopper scoreboard.
That's huge. So we actually had a defensive replacement earlier in the game, so it was Aiden Roberson. So Aiden Roberson up to dish for Logan Brock. Aiden Roberson from Mill Creek High School down in Georgia, the left-hand hitter. So another lefty at the dish for Team Dawson, looking to extend the lead here in Game 4. Team Dawson on the brink of elimination.
Throw over to first.
Team Dawson up 7-2.
Come through.
Looks like we have, I believe that's Carter Hensley. Carter Hensley over at first base now for Team Greisman, coming in for Ricky Dees. It is windy. So fans who are listening, near and far, we'd love to have you out here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And a drive to right field by Aiden Roberson. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Was that over the fence? No, into the corner.
In the corner, and that's going to send, it looks like Avery Bridges to go down and go grab the ball from Burns High School.
First and third.
So you have Maddox Seagraves at third and Mason Dugas, the big-time stick today at first base with Aiden Roberson at the plate. Ball in the dirt. Nice little crowd on hand today. Love to see more people in attendance tomorrow for the finale of the Yeti World Series. So anybody who's listening, we'd love to have you out. Big crowd tomorrow on hand at Sunday, 2 o'clock. Swing and a miss by Aiden Roberson. And that's going to end it for Chris Moxley right here in the bottom of the 5th. Your score in Game 4 of the Yeti World Series. Team Dawson up 7-2. This is Coach Gene Bowles, head coach of the Cleveland Community College Yetis here on KTC Broadcasting. We're going to take a quick break. welcome.
Check.
We're back. All right, welcome.
I'm just trying to figure out which headphone I'm in. I switched for a second.
Welcome back to KTC Broadcasting, Game 4 of the Yeti World Series. To the plate for Team Greisman is Jack McKinney, and Kyle Flynn, the southpaw, still on the mound. First pitch ball. We have a special guest, Team Dawson's head coach, Tyler Dawson. Coach Dawson here on a quick interview in the dugout. Coach Dawson, say hi.
What's up, guys?
So tell us about the option to go with Kyle Flynn and keep him going into the 6th inning.
I knew I wanted to get as many outings out of Kyle as I possibly could, so I went with him in game 1. Tried to keep his pitch count down as low as I could, so I knew that I could run him up a little bit today when I had the opportunity, and he's done a good job. He's keeping guys off balance. He's getting quick outs, and he's been pounding zone. He's been a huge part of our success today.
So Coach Greisman said he would love to have had told you that Kyle Flynn was done at like 77 pitches, but this will be his last outing for the fall. So I know that had to play into it too. What were your thoughts on that?
I was really excited. You guys make a good throw right here. Good job.
Good PFP action by Kyle Flynn.
But yeah, I always want to make sure that include the pitching coach in all my decisions with the guys, because I know he knows them a little bit better than I do. And I want to make sure we keep everybody safe right here before we close it out for the break. But whenever I got the number, what he's at, and I went over and asked him what he's comfortable with, and we're going to ride him out until he gets to that number.
So let's talk about your hitters. Being the hitting coach for the Yetis, let's talk about, who do you think's the big hitters so far for Team Dawson today, Game 4?
I'm going to be honest with you. The big hitter for today is kind of a sneaky guy, Mason Dugas. He's one of the hardest working kids we got on this team.
The fireman coming up big today with 4 RBIs.
He lives at the fire department, and he would absolutely run through a brick wall for you. He is one of those guys who, from the weight room all the way to practice, he's always in a good mood, and he's probably one of the most coachable kids we got on the team.
Looks like we have Chase Williams from Mooresville, North Carolina, with the pinch hit. Base hit to right field for Chase Williams, coming in for Greg Johnson. So base hit to right field by Chase Williams. Coach, real quick, so you guys being up 7-2, that's got to be exciting for you. What's the plans to finish this game out?
Well, we're going, like I said, we're going to ride out Kyle. Hopefully he can get us out of this inning. And then we're going to go to the pen. We're going to go to old slider machine Joe Ruffalo. And then we're just going to keep trying to find our barrels. Our quality at bat percentage has been up the whole series for both teams. We're swinging it really well. I'm really happy, actually, with how our hitters have been hitting throughout the whole series.
Coach, I think you said we were at 69% last night as a team?
Yes, which is way above what we were looking for, and we want to keep sitting at that number.
That's awesome. Coach Dawson, we appreciate you being on the air and, being up 7-2. Good luck in Game 4 and go get that win, tie it up, and go win the series.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck today. Bye.
Chance for 2 over to first, and they got him.
Double play, a 6-4-3, and that's big time for Kyle Flynn. 6-4-3 off the bat of Blake Decker. So no runs scored. That's going to keep the score at 7-2 at Game 4 of the Yeti World Series. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, you're going to have Ortiz, Dawson, Huber. This is Coach Gene Bowles on KTC Broadcasting. right, looks like we got a defensive replacement.
Check.
I hear you now.
I am now. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dawson Blue up 7-2 on Greisman Black. They're down 2-1 in the series, so they're looking to make tomorrow's Game 5 a decisive game. And right now they're looking to add some insurance. And is this Ortiz with a foul ball?
This is Derek Ortiz with a foul ball. So we're heading into the bottom of the 6th. Your score is 7-2. Chris Moxley from West Lincoln on the bump here in relief for Team Greisman.
Now that foul ball is under my Jeep.
So looks like we have a defensive replacement for Team Greisman. Marquise Tavares is now at third base. Looks like Raleigh Cash is now at second base, and Caleb Adair has moved over to shortstop. Drive out to left field, and Jack McKinney looks like he's right at the wall, and Jack McKinney comes up with it. So big drive out from Derek Ortiz. That's going to be a F7 first out of the inning in the bottom of the 6th. Going to bring up, looks like pinch hitter. Let's get a little close-up. Is that William Wallace coming to the dish?
Should I set off the alarm of the guy picking the ball up next to my tire?
Wait. Oh, that'd be awesome. You won't do it. Oh, just wait. Let him get close. Yeah. Let him get closer.
I don't know if I can get it off. I can lock it and go doo-doo.
Oh, yeah, do it. Do it.
It reached it last night perfectly fine. There it is.
He did turn around. So William Wallace coming to the dish. Ball in the dirt.
Now, so this is Braveheart, right?
This is Braveheart, yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Nickname Braveheart. Man, a name like William Wallace, you have to call him Braveheart. Absolutely.
Right. I'm sorry, Mom. I know you're watching.
Oh, no, she loves it.
She watches it.
And Megan Wallace loves it.
Now, is he the kid that was up here last night?
He was.
Now, he helped us. I did want to tell you, he did a fantastic job helping last night up here, wrapping up, and very, very helpful last night. So, Mama, even when he's not on the baseball field, he did a good job helping us with the broadcast last night. There's a pop-up, though.
Carter Hensley taking charge. Oh, and Carter Hensley coming up.
Say hey, Willie Mays.
Say hey, Willie Mays. Look at you doing big things, Carter Hensley.
Good play from 39 there.
And who's this bringing to the dish?
Huber.
It should be Huber. We still have Mike Huber?
Yep.
Yes, Mike Huber to the dish. Fans at home, we're just being so far away with to make sure that, with these changes, we still have the right, we still have our lineup cards correctly.
Well, I'm cheating. I'm looking in the video screen. Coach is trying to see from up here.
Me and my good eyes for.
I do have a set of binoculars somewhere. I'll see if I can round them up.
Somewhere. It looks like Lawrence Gallo and Team Dawson's bullpen playing a little catch down there.
So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
7-2 ball game in Game 4 of the Yeti World Series, and Team Greisman up 2-1, but Team Dawson looking to tie the series. Oh, he did not go. Ball in the dirt.
They're going to need at least 5 in the next inning.
Let's see who they got coming up. They got Wilson, Sigmund, Hensley, Baroa.
Jeremiah wanted to ask you a question, I believe.
All right, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, if you want to type it in, I'll ask you. Keep it clean and nothing silly. Like, what color is a Yeti?
He's blue.
Well, Tom disagrees. I don't know how he knows, but
because he's seen it, right? That's exactly what
Tom's heard that brontosaurus growl, and so he just doesn't know what to say. But here's Huber taking a pitch across the bottom of his knees for a ball.
Has Jeremiah come in with his question yet?
No, not yet.
And a line shot out to left field. Mike Huber getting on base with the single. And that's going to bring up Logan Rose to the dish, the third baseman for Team Dawson. So Logan 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a run scored.
Say hello to Diesel Robinson, and then it looks like Mr. Makata is not a fan of Braveheart. It's just a movie. Don't take it too serious.
It's just a great name.
It's definitely a great nickname. So Moxley uses his hat. A little too much hair on his head, maybe. You can't folks see him barely out there. We're sitting here with this pole there, but I can switch around for you. But trying to get Greisman into the 7th inning and get some runs. They're down 5 now, trying to hold Blue at bay. Tom squeezing them here in the 6th inning, Coach.
Oh, no, that's a good call by Tom right there. We like to see it up here.
Tom squeezing them here. All strikes from up here.
We love it.
All strikes. If the catcher catches it, so I call it the Greg Maddox strike zone, Coach. If the catcher catches it, it's a strike.
If the catcher catches
That's
it,
the Greg Maddox strike zone.
The catcher throws it back right away, it's a ball.
And if Albert Pujols don't swing, it's not a strike either. Just simple rules in life to live by. Pop up. It might stay in play. Catcher's got a chance.
And Zach Wilson camps underneath it, and Zach Wilson comes up with it, the catcher, for the 3rd out.
Yep. Good play, Zach. So after 6, headed to the 7th, it's 7-2. Dawson Blue will be back for the 7th inning of Game 4 of the Yeti World Series on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Sunshine back up.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
All right, folks, welcome back to the broadcast live from Kings Mountain High School. There's the Greisman Black team down 5, getting ready to try to make a comeback here as we head up into the top of the 7th inning. And now looking at some of the so tomorrow, folks, remember 2 o'clock start. 2 o'clock start tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about your pitcher here, Coach. He's had 3 up, 3 down innings out of the 6. How many Ks did you say he had?
Yeah, he's got 5 Ks in 6 innings. So Coach Dawson going back to Sunshine. Kyle Flynn to close this thing
1,
out.
2, 3.
So complete game Kyle Flynn's looking to have right now. So
he's given up 7 hits and 1 walk.
Just spread them out right there. That that 2nd inning, giving up those 2 runs. But
the first one was an error.
It was an error, yeah. Just 1 earned right now. But I want to give a quick shout-out to Kyle's Little League coaches in California watching Lou Skirtich and Marcus Garcia. Lou Skirtich and Marcus Garcia from California. Ground ball to the left side. Aiden Roberson coming up firing, and he calls him safe. Oh, my. Looks bang-bang right there, but they're going to call him safe.
Now, Gene, my expert analysis of that play was it was a fantastic play by the shortstop. Great play all around, but I do think he beat him by half step.
Absolutely.
Half step. But also, Gene, what you're kind of leaning towards there is a lot of times those umpires will bang those close ones.
Oh, I know. I mean,
but I think you made a good call.
It's definitely the fan in me getting excited. So love to see Kyle Flynn finish this one out, but you got looks like it is going to be Riley Cash coming to the dish. Riley Cash came in for Noah Sigmund last inning in the infield. This is Riley Cash, first at bat today in Game 4 here in the top of the 7th. Team Dawson's the home team. Ball in the dirt.
Player goes. They're going to be no throws. Step on it before it runs out. Runs away, Coach. So
double plays out attack, and
so Wilson's at second, right?
Wilson's at second.
On the infield hit Riley Cash, the Cleveland County native, Crest Chargers up to bat now with D's on deck.
It's going to be Carter Hensley
Okay.
actually on deck now.
Got you.
So the former Chase High School product on deck. So a couple local kids here for Team Greisman. Called strike to Riley Cash.
That one just looked too good to hit, Coach. You can't swing it that.
That's what it was, right? Just too good to hit.
That one looked too good to hit. I don't know what Riley was looking at that one, but that was a good pitch.
So if you're just tuning in, we're in the top of the 7th. We're only playing 7 each game in the Yeti World Series. 7-2, Team Dawson. And Kyle Flynn coming back out for the 7th inning. Kyle Flynn is your starter for the day.
Inside pitch taken there. Some of the folks online, Adam Greisman.
Adam, that's my buddy right there. That's Brian Greisman's little brother, football player, and avid horse rider, Adam Greisman. So looking forward to seeing Adam at the wedding December 18th. Coach Greisman will be getting married.
Laura Hogan is tuned in.
That's Patrick's mom. So, and a fly ball camping under is Tico Pereira. One away, and Tico showing an arm off as Zach Wilson draws throw in. So a little F9 from Riley Cash will bring up Carter Hensley with 1 out. Runner on second, Zach Wilson on second base.
Big Drew calls himself Bavarian Rhapsody, says hello.
Big Drew, what's up? Loving seeing all the fans out here, online watching this game. So everybody's a member of Yeti Nation listening and watching.
Jeremiah Harp wanted to know how long you'd been the coach of the Yetis.
Since last June, and this is actually our first year. So I got the
right.
I was named head coach June of 2019, and this is our first fall. So the spring will be the official start of the Yeti baseball.
1 out, runner on second, down 5 is Team Greisman.
Ground ball left side. Aiden Roberson's going to throw across the diamond.
Got him.
That's got him. Takes him off the bag, but it looks like it's on the transfer. So that's going to be 2 outs.
You agree on the transfer call?
I do, absolutely.
Now, I bet the black team over there in that side of the dugout with that angle probably thinks that it was a dropped ball. So that it is, seeing stuff from up here, Coach. Does it make you think or see different things? You're like that the umpires are like. We've had 2 calls over here at first. The umpire's right on top.
Oh, he's right
that
both
you might
times.
not even see
he was right
sitting
both
over
times.
in the other dugout.
Yeah, I'd be chirping too. I mean, this is going to bring up Daniel Baroa from Miami, Florida. Kyle Flynn looking to close this one out for Team Dawson.
Ground ball to third. And
no
good
play. That was actually
play.
a good play by Logan Rose to take a look
Yep.
at Zach Wilson at second. So infield hit for Daniel Baroa.
Logan come up. It would have been an outstanding play just to make the throw to first. He probably wouldn't have got him. He faked the throw, seeing if he could get the runner out at second, leaning, and he didn't. But
so
good
Kevin,
job,
we gotta actually talk about Coach Greisman's brother with his call on Team Dawson. He picked Team Dawson to win this.
Okay.
This whole Yeti World Series. So if Kyle Flynn can come up getting it out, his prediction's still on point for tomorrow. So going against his brother, saying his brother did not have a good draft. So ball in the dirt by Kyle Flynn. That's going to move up the runner to third base.
So runners at second and third. Well, they're down 5, so they need more than just these 2 that are on right now. So they need more base runners and base runners and base runners. And Coach is going to come out and have a talk real quick, and we're going to take a quick Yeti break. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Pitcher stays in, Flynn, and we've got the top of the order, Michael Green. I mean, it's a 7-2 ball game, Coach. You need 1 out, 1 pitch.
Kyle Flynn says he absolutely.
Still be in a good spot. So let's. We're not on that edge of the seat yet. Outside, throwing a strike to start would have helped his argument to the coach. Then throwing it 4 feet outside. Feeling good, Coach.
I'm feeling good. I can get him.
Just a bit outside.
I can get him. I'll feel my arm when it comes to January. So Kyle Flynn will be one of the many Yetis get shut down after tomorrow.
Speaking of 3-run homers.
Mason Dugan's going back,
Speaking
and
of
you
3-run
called it. And you called it with Michael Green going out of the ballpark.
Get out of here, ball. So now he's in a good spot. You're still up 2 touchdowns with 2 now at the 2-minute warning. At the 2-minute warning is where we're at. So a 3-run bomb for Michael Green cuts the lead to 7-5, and big bombs there from Michael to crest down, and that'll do it here as we take a quick break. Everybody give Michael Flynn a round of applause for a good game. I said Michael Flynn. That's not him. It's Kyle Flynn. Good job, Kyle. We'll be back in just a few minutes. KTC Broadcasting.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to exciting Tar Heel sports right here on WCSL, WLON, WOHS, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM in Cherryville and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Podcast on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Watch the Shock Jock Sports Podcast by KTC Broadcasting live on Facebook and listen on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Or it might have been Flynn. I don't know. Welcome back to the broadcast. KTC Broadcasting. We got a new Yeti on the mound, Coach. What we got here?
So this is going to be Lawrence Gallo coming to the game. This southpaw coming in. Lawrence Gallo to the mound, the pitch.
He's not short.
He is not. So Lawrence Gallo coming in, the left-hand pitcher from Georgia, from Augusta, Georgia, Grovetown High School. So the southpaw, we talked about it the other night, actually. A little interesting non-baseball story. He has worked at Augusta National during the Masters, so he is the reason why you see the green staying so nice and green on TV. So he's one of those people that constantly make sure that it's green. But Lawrence Gallo looking to close out this game and being a 7-5 ball game, coming in to try to get a save here in the top of the 7th.
We were trying to get him, and miscommunication up here. My bad. But like I said, not exactly a short kid. Big old kid on the mound, big lefty.
We got Caleb Adair. So Georgia versus Georgia right now. First pitch, ball up to Caleb Adair.
Adair maybe showing bunt.
Caleb Adair 1 for 3 on the day with a single up the middle. So Caleb looking to get on to bring up Jack McKinney that's on deck. So need more than just him right now. Looks like a ball out to right field. Tico Pereira's going to close it out with the catch.
And that's going to do it.
And with 2 pitches, Lawrence Gallo with the save. Big-time Lawrence Gallo coming up with the fly ball out to right field. So that's going to finish the game for Team Dawson. The series now, Kevin, all tied up at 2.
Yep.
So we're going to Game 5 tomorrow and a Game 5 on Sunday that actually has some meaning to it. Kevin, what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I'm glad it's going to be, anytime the game means something, tomorrow, if it didn't mean anything, it could get ugly at some point or, or just, it could drag on. But when the game's going to mean something and everybody's going to be excited about it, I think we're going to have a great game of baseball tomorrow night.
I mean, game 5 tomorrow, Game 5 that means something, the bragging rights for either Coach Dawson or Coach Greisman. So if you're listening out there and actually want to come out, 2 o'clock tomorrow is first pitch here at Kings Mountain High School. So 2 o'clock, final score 7-5 as Team Dawson puts on a performance tonight and looks to win the series. It's the rubber match tomorrow. So somebody's going to win this thing regardless, Kevin.
Who you got on the bump tomorrow, do you know?
So we're going to announce that later tonight after we clean the field up. So I'm assuming that Team Dawson's probably going to come out with probably Cole Curtis tomorrow. So the Georgia product. So we'll see who Team Greisman throws. I know they got a couple options, but we'll find out. I mean, I know Coach Dawson's got to be happy after this victory, but good pitching performance on Kyle Flynn today. I know he gave it that home run to Michael Green, and but it showed a lot for the coach kind of leaving him in there. But overall, the last 2 games been really good to watch, a 6-5 game and a 7-5 game. But fans, if you're out there listening, these broadcasts don't happen for free. So Coach Bowles definitely, myself and our coaching staff definitely cannot afford to do every home game and every inter-squad. So anything that helps keep Yeti baseball on the broadcast. So if you know somebody who wants to sponsor the Yetis, Yeti baseball, Yeti broadcasting, please contact me, and we'll get the company's name up during all of our games. But this is Coach Gene Bowles, Kevin Hastings on KTC Broadcasting.
I'm watching the Red Baron over here fly by in a black old-timey plane. I'm scared Snoopy's going to pop out and start
Snoopy,
firing his ass. But everybody, we do want to thank you for tuning into the broadcast tomorrow at 2 o'clock. KTC. It's fun coming out here and supporting the Yetis in their first year, and I look forward to big things from these guys. All right, Gene, you ready to send it off and go watch some football for the evening and get ready for baseball tomorrow?
Go watch Notre Dame as they knock off Clemson tonight at 7:30. I'm looking forward. It's going to be at South Bend, Indiana. Looking forward. Game day was there today.
Yeah.
So,
all right, folks. Well, we're going to see you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Yeti time, KTC broadcast.